Welcome back to Get Serial. And this is Liam from the Sports Desk here, filling in for the Wednesday Get Serial team. And I am joined by a comedian from the Melbourne Comedy Festival, Marcus Ryan. Good morning, Marcus.
Good morning, Liam. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Are we allowed to talk about what's happened? No, not to worry. All right, we're back. We're on air, so that's good.
Yes, bit of technical difficulties this morning, but everything's fixed.
Yeah, we snuck in with a screwdriver and a brick.
Yeah,
No,
they'll fix the glass window later on today. It's fine.
they'll sort it out. They'll
Yes.
sort it out.
So,
What's going on, Liam?
nothing. Oh, my car didn't start this morning. There you go.
Your
Yeah,
car
so-
didn't start?
No.
My bicycle started.
Oh,
Fine.
That's good. A bicycle should always start. My car did not start. So after this, I've got to go call the mechanic.
You got legs, use them. That's what I say. That's what my dad would always
Well,
say.
have you tried to walk from Geelong to Melbourne?
Geelong to Melbourne? No, I would just stay in Geelong.
Yeah.
Geez, you came all the way from Geelong.
Yeah.
Crikeys. I came all the way from India.
Nice, yeah.
I did. I was doing gigs in India last month because my career is on fire. Thank you. That's one laugh. Did you see that Facebook Live? I'm doing a Facebook Live as well.
Doing it all here.
Doing it all.
It's weird that you're doing Facebook after the big Facebook controversy. Mark Zuckerberg might be watching you.
What controversy?
The hacking the details and all that stuff.
No, I gave him all my details.
Oh, nice. Fair
Yeah.
enough. It's okay. I liked that post a few years ago that said, I don't give Facebook permission to share my posts, so I should be safe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that post.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
posts, years ago.
Yeah.
So we're here to talk about your show, Walk the Queue. Walk this queue.
Oh, he's done it. He got it wrong. No, everyone does that. Everybody says walk this queue, which is because
Walk that queue.
it looks like I'm holding a pool
So
cue. I think
you just got it
that's
right.
it. People think.
You accidentally got your show right.
No, it's got a little thing above the E. I'm going to give you a chance
I
to
said
try
that.
and. I'm
I
gonna
said walk that.
No, you said walk this queue.
No, I said that and changed it to this. I stuffed up the first time.
What did you say the second time?
This. First time
No.
I said that, second time I said this.
No. That's not the word we're stuck on.
I don't. So it's not Q.
No.
Oh.
What is it? Do you know, listeners? It's a Q, U, and then an E with a little thing above it, a little dash.
It's a Frenchy.
Yeah, it's a Spanish E, this one. Walk this K.
Walk this K.
Care? It's
Care.
a Spanish word, which means it's going to be very hard for anyone to find the show at the comedy festival because, Australian, even the websites struggle to put those sort of things in the system. We don't like foreign things in Australia, unfortunately. No, none of foreign grammar on your keyboards, everybody. That's what they say. So it's Walk This K, and it's a show all about walking across Spain because I'm better than most people.
Makes sense.
I'm joking. No, but I did. I walked across Spain 1,000 kilometres. How's that?
Should have walked 1,000 miles. You could be. So you should walk 500 miles and then be the man to walk 500 more.
500 more.
Yeah.
I kind of, yeah. Oh, yeah. I walked
To
500.
be the man to walk 1,000 miles.
And I will walk 1,000 miles. All right, we can work on that.
Yeah.
I'll go back and do the rest.
Well, that'd be quite tiring. I just said
Yeah.
before I couldn't walk from Geelong to Melbourne. I could not walk 1,000 miles.
Exactly. Did you, we're on air, so that's cool. Is there any listeners? Do you
I
think
assume
anyone's
so.
listening this morning?
So Get Serial always has listeners.
Hi, Get Serial listeners. If you are listening, I want to give a test out there. I've got some. I'm going to do it now because while it's in my mind, I've got a couple of free tickets for you for a show, which is my show. So if you are listening and you're not my friend already, because if you're my friend, you should be buying tickets. If you're listening, send me a message on my Facebook page. It's Marcus Ryan. Look it up. ITS Marcus Ryan. Like the page, send me a message, leave a comment. Let me know that you were listening this morning, and I will be very excited to hear from you. And you'll go in the chance to win a couple of tickets.
Awesome. Can't miss out on that.
Thank you.
So let's start off with the basics here. What got you
Yeah.
into comedy?
What got me into comedy? Didn't want to have a real job, so I decided that would be fun. Although it's turned out to be a lot more work than you expect.
Than having a real job?
Than having a real job. Yeah, I think a real job would be a lot easier because I could just turn up and then check my internet while the boss isn't looking and then leave, or do I don't know. What do people do at real jobs?
I don't know. I'm unemployed.
Dig holes. You're unemployed. There we go. Facebook Live and Get Serial. We're going to try and find Liam a job. That's the new thing now.
This is my job at the moment.
That's your job.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
This?
I worked on radio. That was my first job.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and look at me now. I'm back here with you. I did. I worked on breakfast radio for a couple
my
of
first job
years.
was flipping burgers.
Flipping burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never, not much fun, to be honest.
You didn't work at the state. You didn't work at the burger place. You just walked in and started flipping people's burgers
Actually, that's
over.
what I did. I just walked straight in. I'm like,
Just tipping people's trays over.
yeah. I just started flipping burgers. It was quite fun, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I got into comedy for that reason, really, just to have a go and have some fun and yeah, making a living out of it now, so that's
So
cool.
you were the funny friend growing up? Were you the one that everyone came to make them laugh, or?
No,
Nah?
no. No, I was the quiet one-ish, I think. I don't know. I kind of funny. Some people think I was.
It's always good when some people think you were.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I actually said to you this off air, but I did my first stand-up routine a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's kind of awkward because I remember doing mine, and it was a school of hard knock-knocks. And
Oh,
it was
right.
like a group of 12 people doing it,
Yeah.
and everyone did their jokes, and everyone was quite PG, quite clean jokes. I came up there and doing a lot of inappropriate jokes, and it was very nerve-wracking.
Why were they inappropriate, Liam?
Well, I'll give you a hint. I'm named after my father.
Liam Senior.
Yes, and which means during a certain part in my mum and dad's marriage, something would have happened when my mum had called out my name.
Right.
Yeah, so I put that into a bit of humour, a bit of traumatic humour.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There you
But
go.
that's enough about my successful comedy career. Let's talk about your successful comedy
Your
career.
one gig.
Yeah, one gig superstar. I'm
No,
the one gig man. That's
Hey,
my
it takes
name.
the first gig. It's, what is it? 1,000 miles begins with one step.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what they say. And that's kind of a good link back to that show that everyone should be seeing. Yeah.
So you're on 12 shows only. Unfortunately,
12
only
shows
12.
only, yeah. It's a long month otherwise if you do the
That's
whole
true.
festival. So I'm doing, I started last night. I had my first show.
How'd they go?
It was great. I had about 65 people in, which is really good for a first night show, for someone who has no management or not with one of the big agencies, and I'm not allowed to go on, be in the newspapers because I'm not marketed by the big people. So yeah, no, it was good. It was really good. I had a lot of fun. It was a first time doing the show. It was a brand new 50 minutes, and it was a lot of fun. Got it out of the way. So yeah, a lot of stress and anxiety getting it ready, but it came off.
Is this your first time doing the comedy festival?
No, I've been doing this for about 15 years.
So how long have you done comedy for?
Do you remember when the Berlin Wall came down?
I was born in 96.
Do you remember when the moon landing happened?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
it
do you
was
remember when the Civil War? Yeah, I started just before that.
beautiful. I remember when the monkeys going to do a civil war. I can remember when the dinosaurs going to do a civil war.
The dinosaurs, yeah.
Oh,
Do you remember dinosaurs? Yeah,
Yeah, it was beautiful.
there was a comedy club. It was
nice,
called the Giggle Rock Factory.
I was about to say the
thing.
Yabba Dabba.
Yabba
Yabba
Dabba
Lols,
Doo.
but okay.
Yabba
Something like
Dabba
that.
Lols.
Yeah.
Yeah, LOL wasn't a thing back then. 3 people are watching on my live
Oh,
Facebook.
oh,
This
yeah.
is exciting. People
Broadcasting to the masses is
I
beautiful.
know, we're
Always
getting a lot of
beautiful.
exposure here this morning. So that's cool. Yeah, so that's the show is all about the Camino de Santiago. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't.
I thought you were on air. Thought we were off air. We still on?
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, awesome, mate. Yeah, yeah. I was doing the Camino de Santiago, and I walked across Spain. So if there's anyone listening who has done anything physically strenuous and silly as that, then maybe
Ooh, I've got my fiance did the Dakota track in Papua New Guinea.
Kokoda.
Dakota, yeah.
Dakota.
I said
Dakota
Dakota,
is a
that's odd.
Dakota is a
Person.
a person and a
Dakota.
city. And a
Yes, she
state or
almost fell off a
something.
cliff.
She almost fell off a cliff.
Yeah, she was walking. Next thing you know, her guide was holding onto her hand because she almost decided to go. Ooh, I want to take the quick route down.
Really?
Yeah.
Geez, I almost fell off a cliff in Spain as well, but that was towards the end of my walk.
What happened?
I had no guide. I decided to walk along the coast on the last in the last few days, along the cliff edge, which is not where anyone goes, and that was beautiful. And I was very dangerous. So, but whatever. I'd already walked 950 kilometres or something, so I thought, why not? You know.
Well, yeah, true. You should have ran with the bulls. It would be much more fun.
I know. I saw.
But then you wouldn't have got a comedy show out of it.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Good point.
What is your comedy like? Because unfortunately, I have not actually heard you.
What is my comedy like? I'm a storyteller. Used to do a lot of one-liners, and now I'm doing a lot more storytelling. Travel a lot for work, so I do a lot of international stories, and especially this one now. Last year or 2 years ago, I did stand-up comedy through Central and South America because I have a shit agent. Am I allowed to say agent on air? I didn't know.
I assume so.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I did. I do a lot of travel stories and that kind of stuff.
So are these reviews genuine? Are they genuine reviews, or are they like fake movie reviews? You know how every movie is the biggest movie in America, the number one movie in America?
No, they are genuinely real. I don't lie about that stuff.
Yeah, you got a 4-star and a 5-star. Too bad.
Not bad.
Too bad you got a 4-star though.
Too bad I got a 4-star.
A
lot of people would love to have a 4-star. Yeah, it's stuck on 9 stars.
Yeah,
I've had a lot more reviews than those too, but it's hard to fit stuff on posters.
Is that because of the only 2 positive ones?
You've done a gig at School of Hard Knocks. I'm not gonna get into that, but come on, mate, harden up. No. I've done a lot of good gigs and a lot of positive reviews.
That's good. Always good to hear.
No, it's all good, mate.
Yeah. Joined by the funny comedian Marcus Ryan.
Hey, good morning.
Or a born performer, fresh air, endured. No, I can't actually pronounce that word. It's too early for my English.
Edinburgh, that's a city in Scotland.
Edinburgh, yeah. Isn't it the capital of Scotland?
Yes.
Yes, I had a Scottish comedian on in-joke on Sunday. I should know that.
Oh, yeah? Who was that?
Yes.
Who?
Yes, I completely remember his name.
Scottish comedian who's here right now.
See if you can guess his name.
I don't know.
Yeah, I cannot
Doesn't
remember
matter.
his name for the life of me, to be honest.
Can't remember who's here right now at the festival. Anyway.
There's a lot of comedians at the festival at the moment. Big festival.
There is. There's like 600 shows right now.
Have you seen any shows? Have you, as a comedian, do you go to shows or do you not?
Yeah, I got to see a few in the first week. I saw Neil Portenza, who's doing his last festival. You should go check him out. Saw Zoe Coombs Ma. I saw Will Anderson as well, and in a big theatre, and that's a great show. Will's at the top of his game. So
I've heard good things about the Will Anderson show.
Yeah, it's really good this year. So yeah, saw a few. I can't remember who else I've seen. But I've done a few shows myself. I'm also hosting a show, a different show, which is not my solo show, which is this one, and it's on the back of that thing I gave you there, and it's called Lights Out Laughs.
Larry Dean, that's who I saw.
Larry Dean. I know Larry.
Dean,
Yeah, good one.
Yes, very, very funny guy, actually. It was a phone interview, but it was very funny.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing Lights Out Laughs as well, which is this other show, and that is done completely in the dark, and it's raising money for the Fred Hollows Foundation, raising money for the blind.
That's good.
Yeah, and that's sold out every single show, and there's only about 40 seats left for next Monday's show, the final one.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let's take us through. Where were you born? Where are you from?
From Victoria, Australia, but live on the road basically.
Where in Victoria?
Gippsland.
Gippsland. It's funny, I've been pretty much all around Victoria living and never been to Gippsland.
Never in Gippsland?
I've lived in, I can't live in Geelong, been in Ballarat, lived in Stawell for a while, lived in Bundoora, Epping. Yeah. Been around Victoria.
All around Victoria?
All around Victoria, yeah. I'm kind of sick of Victoria now, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm like that, but I do the other parts of I lived in London and
I lived in China.
China?
Yeah.
Whereabouts in China?
Beijing.
Beijing, very polluted.
Actually, it wasn't. No, it was quite nice.
Why? When were you there?
I came at the end of summer and I left in October, and I think the day I left was the worst day of the pollution.
All right, but it is a very polluted place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As an asthmatic, it never really affected me though.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, and I bought all these tablets, like I meant it was like severe asthma, but all these tablets did not have to use them at all.
There you go. I get bad hay fever, so I just leave Australia when the spring happens.
God, I wish I had that freedom just to leave Australia whenever you like.
Just do it, mate.
So what countries you been to?
I've been to about 60 countries
60.
now. Gigged in 42 or something. Most places in Western Europe and Asia.
What's the best country you've been to?
Bad question. Bad question.
Bad question.
No, it's a good question, but there's too many to choose from. Too many good things happen in good places and different places. So, yeah.
Personally, for me, I went to Ireland and I loved it over there.
Ireland is a very good place. Ireland is the top of the to tell you. If any Irish are listening this morning, how are you doing there? I don't know what time it is in Ireland right now. It's probably evening. They're probably at home eating potatoes.
I can let you know what time it is. Currently 11:36 p.m.
11:36 p.m.
in Roscommon.
In Roscommon, and then nowhere else. It's only that time in that town.
They don't have times around. Dublin just goes off Dublin time.
Yeah, exactly.
They go to work whenever they wake up. So they could be working a normal tradie job at 2 a.m. It's just what they do over there.
So what else we got to talk about?
What else we have to talk about? Tell us a bit more about your show, about the walk.
Right.
Well, what gave you the inspiration? I know Will Anderson one was because he got arrested on the plane. The whole thing was about that. Did you get arrested in Spain?
No.
Were you involved in the civil war conflict going on between them and Catalonia?
Catalonia, good man.
Yeah.
No, I was there when it happened. When there was big protests on. It was happening a day or two before I left. It was their national day, and there was huge riots, and not riots, but huge manifestations, protesting things and parades and all that. And then there was another voting day happening while I was walking through Spain. That's what the show's all about. It's about intentions, really. You've got to have an intention to do a walk like that. You've got to have an inspiration, and it's whether you're doing it for religious reasons or fitness or for letting go of something. And that's what I talk about in the show. I'm not going to give away too much.
Of course,
on air.
Go see the show.
Yeah, but it is. It was a physically painful. I walked 47 half marathons in 38 days.
Wow.
Or 23 marathons.
Were you by yourself?
Yeah, I was by myself. And then you meet people. There's always people that you walk alongside or you get to know, but some of those people are annoying and then you want to get rid of them. And so you just have to walk faster or fake an injury and walk slower.
Yeah. Just, no, you guys go. I'm good over here, yeah.
Or get a real injury and then that'll stop you.
I don't know if this question will make sense, but is the location important to your show? Is it, could this walk have been anywhere, or the fact that it's in Spain important to your show? So
yeah,
it's hard to make sense that question, but
is the location of where I did the walk important?
Yeah, the fact that you have to know. Do you explain the fact that you're in Spain and give a visual detail of where you were, or it could just be a mile walk in the middle of Scotland or Italy?
If you take a look at the poster, I've got very good examples of Spain on there. I've got a map.
I thought that was Tasmania in my first look, to be honest.
No. Well, if you know Spain, you've got people who know Spain will recognise it because there's cities marked on there. And there's also signposts which are very famous for the Camino de Santiago, which is the thing I did. It's a very famous pilgrimage, like a route that people walk across Spain. So, and I've got a T-shirt on in the poster, which is the bull, which is a very
and it's red. I don't know if that was intentional or.
Well, that's a very famous T-shirt. That's like, if you're wearing a Southern Cross T-shirt, you'll know that's an Australian thing.
Oh, I thought it was just like a joke with the bull thing in the red.
Well, it's partly it, but it's not a joke. That's just what they have. It's a very famous Spanish thing.
And it's a yellow backpack meant to represent the Spanish flag. I did film, so I'm trying to, everything's meant to have a meaning. Everything has a meaning, so that's why.
Bright colours stand out on posters,
and always black as well. And
the bull's back. That's what the T-shirt looks like if you ever get one from Spain. And the poster's just to try and get your attention, basically. But the significance of doing it in Spain is that there is a famous route which people walk across, and they all lead there to get to it. So it's a traditionally very well known thing, and you can go off on a journey on your own or meet people. And my route was from France over the Pyrenees mountains and all the way through Spain. So I
Did
walked.
you start off in France?
Yeah, I walked
Oh, wow.
across the entire country of Spain.
Wow. So how long were you in Europe for during this whole thing?
That took 40 days. That
40
whole
days?
thing.
Did you spend any days before or after just to relax and actually see Europe, or?
I was in France. So if you're going to do something like this, Liam, it's a very strenuous thing. You have to be physically prepared. So what I did is I went to the south of France beforehand for a week, and I ate a lot of cheese and drank a lot of wine. You've got to get your body in the right shape,
Good.
you know? You can't mess around with this stuff.
Yeah, binge watch some Netflix while you're there.
Yeah, I did.
Tip top physical condition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I did a 5K the other week.
Yeah.
A lot of fast food, a lot of just lazing around. Got a
5K, what do you mean? You drove somewhere
Nah.
to the to get the fast food?
did
or?
a 5K jog.
Yeah, nice one.
My little brother's actually really fit,
Yeah.
and he goes. I remember in January he goes to me, "Oh, you won't do it." I'm like, "Nah, I've got this. I'll do it." Because back in my heyday, I used to be quite fit, and I was like, and I realized, oh, I'm a bit overweight, so I should actually get into shape and do it.
Well, that's another reason people do these walks is to lose weight or get some motivation, and takes one step to get started, mate. That's all it is.
Got into shape, did the run. Wish I didn't. It was just I was dead.
Yeah.
There's this long stretch of road, and to you this is probably this is weak stuff, but there's a long stretch of the track that we're jogging, and it was just never ending.
Well, I walked.
Yeah, you probably have a much worse experience than like
oh
a
no,
2K.
it's not bragging at all. But this is an example of how straight a road I did. I walked one day for 14 kilometres straight on a gravel road in Spain through a desert. And someone said to me, because it's such a straight road and it was dirt road, they said, "Oh, did you know the Romans built this road?" And it was a road, like the Romans were there first. They put this road through Spain, and they built this. And they said, "Julius Caesar has been on this road." I was like, "Oh, right, great. I don't care." There were no trees and no shade, and you're out there melting in 35-degree heat, and they're trying to bog you down with facts.
So if anyone from Australia is trying to get a representation, I think it's pretty much once you leave Victoria and head to New South Wales.
Yeah.
Not on the main highway and like the secondary one.
Yeah.
It's just for like 300 kilometres just straight road, and it's nothingness.
It's horrible. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Have you ever driven from Melbourne to Canberra?
I've driven from Melbourne to Townsville.
Yeah, well, even if you go, 1,000 kilometres, just so people have a gauge of how far the thing was, is Melbourne to Sydney, something like that. Even a bit further, actually. Melbourne to Newcastle is 1,000 kilometres, and I did that on foot.
Oh, wow.
And that's boring. Like, if you've walked to Canberra, that would, yeah.
Why would you want to go to Canberra?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is I think you should come and see the show.
I think that's
just to make up for, just so I can afford some Band-Aids for my blisters.
Yeah, I can smell your feet from here, actually.
Woohoo.
I hate to be on the plane on the way back.
It was exhausting. Every time you stop walking, you hang out with people like who've all just walked 20 or 30 Ks that day, and you sat around, and you're all putting ice on your feet and stuff.
How mentally challenging was it? Was it you felt like giving up? Was it I just can't be bothered? And how bad was it?
There were a few times where you just wonder what the hell you're doing it for. You're like, why am I here? This is, But then you have some ibuprofen and takes the pain away. Then you have a glass of wine.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. There were times where it seemed like a complete waste of time. But I'm kind of glad I did it in the end. I won't be doing it ever again though. That's for sure.
You don't need to.
No. There's people who do it. There's people who do it every single year, and they're idiots.
To me, it's just like sitting through like a 3-hour movie again.
Yeah.
You know those movies that are good, but they go for so long, and they're really good movies, but you just never want to watch them again.
Yeah, I know. I've no interest in watching a movie a second time. It's pointless. I don't get it. People watch these things over and over. And
there's a few movies I can watch over and over again.
Yeah, what's your favourite?
I got two. My favourite is the original Spider-Man. Came out in 2002, and also The Truman Show.
The Truman Show is a good one.
That is a fantastic movie. Yeah.
That is a fantastic movie. I like that one. That's good.
And one of the best things about Jim Carrey actually is that he has a lot of his movies are rewatchable.
Yeah, they are.
Based on the comedy. But if you want to watch a 3-hour drama, then no, definitely not rewatchable.
Because you know what's going to happen in the end.
Pretty much,
the comedy's going to make you laugh every time.
It's kind of like sport as well. So many games of, I was thinking about this the other day, so many games of football, so many great games of football are never rewatched again.
Yeah.
Because most of the time you know who wins.
Well, you know the results, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Liam's the sports reporter on the show, so he knows what he's talking about. Sports Desk.
Yes.
Yeah. I got people watching on Facebook now. This is awesome.
Oh,
This is
you're
great. I want more listeners though to get in touch on.
probably Mark Zuckerberg. You probably got Zuckerberg
Yeah.
there, just giving you a. Oh,
Zuckerberg's watching me.
See you going good there. Nice
Hi,
to
Mr.
see.
Zuckerberg. Yeah. So can people tweet me or Instagram me? Get cereal, people.
Yeah.
Yeah. At it's Marcus Ryan. Send me a message if you want to come and see my show. I would love to have you there.
Yes, and hopefully I can show up to your show. You got so many days.
You're welcome to.
Oh,
You're welcome to.
I feel privileged.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for coming in, Marcus. It's been an absolute pleasure. Sorry that under not the greatest circumstances or the technical issues, but it's all been fixed now.
We got there in the end.
Yes.
That's what life's about. You have to deal with the challenges faced and something inspirational. I'll leave you on that.
Yes. Yes, make sure you check out Marcus's show. Go to the Comedy Festival website to get tickets.
Yeah.
Any other comedy festival? Do you have your personal website?
I do. It's marcusryan.com.
So you can get tickets from there as well?
Yeah, you can get the link on there, or look
sweet.
on my Facebook, Twitter,
There we
Instagram,
go.
or YouTube at It's Marcus Ryan.
Yes, and it's only been a day, so it goes to the 22nd of April, and it starts at 7:30 p.m. So thank you very much, Marcus.
Thanks, guys.